all of this, we do have a new listing. We have Pace Digitek. The shares listed at about a 2% premium to its issue price, currently holding around, flattish, as close to the issue price as possible for that stock as well, closer to 220 versus the issue price around 219. We have Mr. Maddisetty, who's the chairman and managing director of the company, now joining in. Thanks a lot, Mr. Maddisetty, for joining in and explaining, or rather, congratulate you on the listing that has taken place. We understand your business a little bit from the red herring prospectus. What we really want to know is that this over 800 crore issue that you have, 600 crores will actually be deployed towards your energy segment. What will actually be the return on the capital that you invest in this business? What are the kind of asset turns that we're expecting? And how big do you expect this battery energy business to be over the next 3 to 5 years?
Yeah, thank you very much. And the IPO proceeds, we'll be using it for the battery energy storage system project that is underway in MSCDCL, that's Maharashtra. We have about 1,500 megawatt hour battery energy storage system plants that are to be deployed in the next 15 months. And we are working already on that. And this project will be giving us about 14% of IRR on the equity. And we do have the further backward integration in terms of project execution as well as the products that are going from our own factories. So put together, the IRR is going to be much better than the industry standards.
And what kind of revenue can you make from this?
Energy storage system. Yeah. It's an annuity model for 12 years, and the annual revenue is about 238 crores. It's a fixed fees model for 12 years. We'll be getting that much revenue. And also this energy storage system, which is actually it just started, I would say it's an emerging sector. It is coupled with the renewable energy to store it, whenever there is renewable energy in excess during the generating hours. And then we give it back to the grid during the other peak hours, probably in the evenings where the generation is not there. So that is the new business that we have diversified into, and we have a factory built in Bangalore, and that is producing 5 gigawatt hour battery systems.
Okay, all right. Hi, sir. Good to have you on the show, and congratulations on the listing. A quick couple of questions. So bulk of it, you're saying they're going to be using it for this BESS project with the Maharashtra government. So we've got that out of the way. You also reduced part of this 800 crores odd to reduce debt. So could you tell us what is the updated debt number?
Out of this IPO proceeds, 630 crores will be using it for this project, yes. And then the balance is for the general corporate expenditure.
Okay.
There's no debt,
no debt.
Much debt except some, we have some CC limit. Okay. So there's no debt on that. So this is majorly for the project and then for the general corporate expenditure.
All right, sir. A couple of queries then. FY24 was blockbuster, while FY25 was more or less subdued. The numbers seem to be a little lopsided. So on a steady state basis, what kind of revenue growth could you guide the street for, if you could help us out with that? And since bulk of your revenues are actually coming in from governments, what about your receivable days, your working capital days as well? Where do you see that number stabilizing at?
Yeah. Yes, FY24 was kind of, the major growth came from the previous year. FY23, we were about 500 plus crores. And we had jumped from 500 odd crores to 2,400 odd crores. And then we had stabilized at, the same figure around that in FY25. FY24, the major supplies have been completed as per the contract. So the numbers were shot up majorly. Whereas the FY25, it's more of the execution. So the execution, as you know, it takes time. So the numbers were, we could not grow beyond that because the earlier year was majorly for supplies, and the FY25 was more of execution billing. So that is why it was a little flatter. But we do have the project coming to end, and other projects are in. Now this year FY26 would be better than FY25. But
how much better, sir? What growth?
500 crores to. Yeah, we are seeing a better growth, and we would be. I think we'll be announcing our the FY and the H1 results also soon. So it would be better.
Right. If you could give us a sense on two things, how much better it will be, because FY24, FY25 was around the 2,400 crore mark. Do you see a jump towards 2,800 crore or closer to 3,000 crores? That's point number one. And secondly, you said that FY24 was strong because of a big order that you won in FY23, and over the next couple of years, you had to supply on that order itself. Now that order is nearing completion, do you anticipate any other order wins as well? So what's your order book in hand right now? What is your expected order inflow?
Yeah, we have about 7,000 odd crores order book in hand, coming from both telecom business, that's ongoing business, as well as the new business that we have entered into, the battery energy storage system. Both put together, we have about 7,000 plus crores, and which will be executed over the next 18 months to 24 months. So we would see a strong balance sheet getting built over the next 2-3 years. And as we know, the most of our FY25 balance sheet was constituted by the telecom business, but in this year of FY26, there will be some recognized numbers would be coming from the energy sector. But FY27, we are hoping to have about 50% of the revenues coming from the energy sector. That's a new sector. Okay. And thereafter, it would be even stronger. That's what we are anticipating.
Sir, your numbers are looking pretty good. You have a good amount of order book as well. The key concern I think the street will have is the dependence on government tenders and government orders, since currently it's more than 90%. And if I got that number correct, I think your working capital days is around 150 days. Are you comfortable at these level in terms of working capital days? Because cash conversion is going to be most important, and the street will track that very closely. So please comment on this.
Absolutely. Yes, see, in a large project, what happens is there are milestones for the payments. Though we do the invoicing as per the standard tender conditions, whereas our contract conditions, that payments would come in only when there is a, that particular milestone has been hit. So what happens is that we raise the invoices for the contract obligations, but some of the, we will not be able to get the entire money against that invoice, whereas that will be coming in the future course, whereas it's a cycle, like, we keep getting the payments, and then similarly the project billing will be happening. Coming to the working capital, we have done this 2,500 odd crores in the last 2 years without much working capital requirement. These projects are funded well. Point number one. The point number two is that it also comes with the mobilization advances. So with a small debt of about 140 crores, which is the CC limit we have, and we don't have, other than that, we don't have any other, the debts on the books. So with that, we are able to handle such a large business. So that itself is the testimony that these payments are in line and they are expected as per the milestones, and we are able to manage our business with that.
All right, just a final question before we let you go. You said that, in 3 years from now, by FY27-28, you will have 50% of your revenues coming in from energy, which currently is about 6% of your business. You have orders worth 7,000 crores in your hands, executable over the next 18 months, which implies that, you would do at least 3,000 crores in FY26, with the remaining happening in FY27 itself, because you have to execute the order books that you have in your hand. What kind of margins are you likely to do over the next couple of years? Because margins have seen a big jump. Last year, they were closer to 20%. Do you think this is a level that it will sustain over the next few years, or it can go higher from here?
We'll be sustaining that for the simple reason that we have the backward integration of our businesses, like, whether it's telecom or the energy, we have our own products. So that helps us in executing the projects in a better way in terms of profits and the performance. So we do see that the profits are going to be either maintained or improved further. So we see that particularly this energy storage, which is a new and emerging sector, and we are the front runners in this. So we do hope that our the top line as well as the profits are sustainable.
All right, take that point. Thank you, Mr. Venugopal Rao Maddisetty, for joining in and giving us a detailed outlook on what your business is likely to look like over the next 3 to 4 years. Wish you good luck for this diversification, order execution, margin expansion, and backward integration as well. But for today, celebrate the listing. Pace Digitek is up around 0.5%. Meanwhile,